In this lesson, we will learn the pattern where hair strokes facing upwards change into the downward position, so-called downward pattern. The latex is positioned in a way as if it were a potential client lying down. We sat at the headrest in order to start creating a hair stroke which positioned at the base of a brow. We start creating the first 2 or 3 hair strokes. And after we're done, we create the bridge. As you remember, this is the line what connects the hair strokes facing up with the hair strokes facing down. We are going to repeat the same on a second eyebrow in order to make this transition as symmetrical as possible. Now the third hair stroke. And we draw the bridge again. Please note that the bridge must reach the sketch line at all times. Don't leave any gaps, make sure it's reached the sketch border. But also remember not to go over the sketch line. The next line we draw is a dividing line. This line is a very long one. If you don't have a trained hand and you lack a grip, you must stop and continue this line with your hand repositioned. If later on you feel again you don't have enough grip, change your position again, change your hand, and continue this line. Don't be scared to reposition yourself. You must feel comfortable in order to create beautiful lines. You can also execute this line with reciprocating movements. Let's do it on a second eyebrow to make the line as pronounced as possible. I'm stopped here to reposition my hand and take some pigments. I get back in that line and keep going. Here is a turn. I don't feel comfortable to go over the line on this type of curve, so I turn the latex around and continue the dividing line again. So we've got 2 eyebrows made with the first hair strokes. The bridges and the dividing line. Next, we will make the hair strokes, which will move away from a dividing line and fix our sketch. You can draw the hair strokes as a form the dividing line itself, or you can lead the hair strokes to the line. The most important thing is that you enter the line with using a sharp angle, as if the line is splitting. Try to make both of those movements. Find the one what are most comfortable for you. So remember, you can draw the hair stroke from the dividing line itself, starting at dividing line, or you can lead the hair strokes to the line. Please remember, when the dividing line ended below, we continue to draw hair strokes in the same direction, fixing our sketch from one edge to the other. And the last line goes straight through our sketch line all the way to the tip of a brow tail. We are repeating the same on the second eyebrow. Again, as I said before, we are drawing either from the line or towards the dividing line. The most important thing is that you always keep an eye on your handpiece so that the needle enters the skin correctly. We can fit another hair stroke, which will finish the dividing line. And the last hair stroke, what will complete the tail of a brow. Next, from a same dividing line, we draw out the hair stroke, what will fix our upper sketch line. The last hair strokes from the dividing line we can draw straight from the sketch. We're repeating the same on the other eyebrow. I strongly recommend going from one brow to another in order to keep the maximum symmetry in a pattern. In order for us to finish fixing a sketch, we only have two places left in a base, which we also need to place the guiding lines so that we don't lose the sketch line. So our sketch is fixed. Let's check it out. Here's what we've got from fixing a sketch. You see, after we remove the pencil, what was used to make the sketch, we will still have the shape, but it's in a form of hair strokes. So when you work on a client, you won't lose a shape. If you do it correctly, of course. You will bring all lines to the edge of a sketch and work with the same depth and vibration so that some lines don't disappear if you work too superficially. Next trick we are going to do, we will extend the lines to connect them to each other and place secondary lines between them where is necessary. So first let's connect everything what easy to connect. Let's extend the lines. Please remember to work slowly. Remember about correct hand position. Let's repeat the same on the second brow, but please follow the order. First, we perform the base of our pattern by drawing the core hair strokes, which will identify the shape, and then we begin to add all the secondary lines, what will already create the beauty of our pattern. So we have connected all the lines. The next step, as you remember, is to add all the secondary lines, what will fill in all the gaps. You have to understand the dividing line helps you massively to indicate the direction of all the lines, as you are connecting all of them to a given dividing line direction. We can make the center part a little more fuller, but don't make a lot of lines. It won't give your pattern the airiness. It will look quite heavy. I'd really like to add some more hair strokes in this place. It's look like a gap to me. Here in the center part, we have quite a big gap as well. We must fill it up, because such a large gaps, especially in the center of the eyebrow, must be avoided at all times. We're almost done with this pattern. It's already start looking finished and natural at the same time. Let's repeat the same on the second eyebrow. We have a very large space left here. It must be filled with two secondary lines. Otherwise, the gap won't be filled and there will still be a lot of empty space, but it would be difficult to fill it after. So you must decide whether you have one hair strokes or two hair strokes in this space. Then divide it into two or three parts. Okay, last secondary lines. Please make sure to check if our pattern is even. If I can see any clear gaps, let's clean it up and see what we have done. As you can see, here's our almost complete downward type of pattern. All we have to do is extend the ends and make it look even more complete. The final touches. When we extend the ends, we more and more speed up. We don't need a dense line, so we don't need to leave a lot of pigments. And we make the lines quite fast. The most important thing is that you get into the previous line, so you don't create split hair strokes and don't make the line thicker. So you can see my hand movement is faster compared to the previous hair strokes. As I mentioned before, it's because we extend in the ends, so we have to work quite light. Let's do the same on a second eyebrow. In this place I can see the secondary hair strokes is missing. I'm going to add it. Our pattern is done. Have a look at the result.